It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Home of the Ravens, Robbinsville High School, the site for tonight's CVC tournament semifinal rematch from a season ago between the Ewing Blue Devils and the Ravens of Robbinsville High School. Hi everybody, Mike Warren alongside Joe O'Gorman. Great to be with you as our high school basketball coverage in Mercer County continues tonight here on the WBCB Sports Network. The Blue Devils at 2-0, the defending CVC tournament champions, travel to hostile territory here from Robbinsville High School. A 1-1 record for the Ravens under the direction of Connor Hayes. A tough loss their last time out against Trenton, as it was a lopsided victory for the Tornadoes, 78-59 over the Robbinsville Ravens. But so far this season, the story seems to be the same for Robbinsville. They seem to go as Tyler Bennell goes, but he's got a new front court mate making a little bit more noise this year, who was also in the front court last season in Liam Butler. Both of them averaging just over 17 points per game to start the season.
Yeah, I happened to see the game the other night against Trenton, and Robbinsville was victimized by a lot of turnovers. They turned the ball over way too many times, and they did not shoot well from the outside. And, Trenton got it going, ran a little press, and they took advantage of their speed. Robbinsville's going to have to cut down on the turnovers tonight, and they're going to have a little bit better success from the outside. Now, the freshman, Jackson Davis, looks like he's a very, very great shooter. Good, clean shooter, and Connor Hayes thinks he could be one of the better freshmen in the state this year. So, he's just getting his feet wet, so could be an interesting season for him.
Just 2 games under the freshman's belt, averaging 11.5 points per game through those 2 contests to this point. Davis, definitely a guy to keep our eye on in this one tonight. For Ewing, they return a whole lot of experience from their defending 2025 championship team, and a deep run into the Group 3 playoffs last year for Ewing as well, advancing all the way to the finals, and the backcourt returns for them, although tonight we'll see Terrence Traylor to start. Chris Thomas, who has not played yet this season, we expect to see him off the bench as he is suited up tonight. We'll take a look at the Ewing starting lineup in just a little bit, but first, let's talk a little bit about Terrence Traylor, Joe, averaging really over 20 points per game to start the season. Yep. He's been phenomenal, coming off of a 26-point performance in their last time out against Notre Dame. And talking to Traylor in the past, the Notre Dame game is one for him he personally circles because him and Will Foley play AAU basketball together. They're very close, but that's a game that he gets up for specifically, and he had quite the performance with 26 points, 5 dimes in that one as well. Traylor, arguably the best guard in Mercer County, although there are a ton of talented guards this season. Yeah,
and from what I understand, they're going to really need Traylor tonight because Ewing's gotten a little bit bit by the flu bug going through the team, so he might have to step up a little bit extra. But, last year, Traylor had, 23 games in double figures.
Yeah.
He's definitely the heart and soul of this team. And how he goes is how they go. So that's going to be a key. And Michael Upshur had 17 against Notre Dame. He's a player who's going to look for a breakout year this year. He didn't, play that much last year. Played a little bit, but not enough to establish himself. So that, and Robertson came in. He had 10 rebounds against Notre Dame. So they're going to have to get a little bit from everybody, too.
That's something that really excites Paul Jones and this team, especially this year. It's the Upshur brothers on this team, both Jeremiah and Michael Upshur. They've been stars at the JV level for the last handful of years, now getting their chance to shine here at the varsity level. And for Jeremiah, we'll get to see him coming off the bench tonight. Michael gets the start. You mentioned those 17 points for Michael his last time out. Both of them have spark plug-like potential when they get instated into a game, and we could definitely see that here tonight.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that I saw from Robbinsville last game was they like to take the ball inside. And, it's going to be a lot depend on what kind of defense Ewing plays on the in the lane. Could be a key here, too.
Tonight's game on WBCB brought to you by Ewing Mayor Bert Steinman, who wishes all Ewing student athletes the best of luck this season. Go out there and make it count. Go Blue Devils. This message brought to you by Ewing Mayor Bert Steinman, wishing all student athletes the best of luck this school term. And today's game also brought to you as a public service by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. Visit www.mercercountyprosecutor.com to learn more today. And don't forget, you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. Moments away from starting lineups being introduced here at Robbinsville, we'll take a look at Ewing's starting lineup first to begin here tonight. In the backcourt, it'll be Terrence Traylor and Davion Morton. In the front court, Sean Robinson manning the middle, Michael Upshur on the wing, and Josiah Andino getting the start tonight for Paul Jones's Ewing Blue Devils, who enter at 2-0, the defending 2025 CVC tournament champions. And for Robbinsville, it'll be Jackson Davis, the freshman, getting the start, along with Gavin Hopkins, Tyler Bennell, and Connor Youngsa with Liam Butler in the front court. So again, Davis, Hopkins, Bennell, Youngsa, and Butler, the 1 through 5 for Connor Hayes' Robbinsville Ravens. We'll take a quick break here on WBCB. We'll honor America and jump ball coming up next here from Robbinsville. Don't go anywhere. You're watching high school basketball on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Tonight's game on WBCB is brought to you by the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, the Capital Health System, Kessel Dermatology, Haldeman Ford, Mayor Bert Steinman of Ewing Township, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Trenton Thunder, the Trentonian, the Hyundai of Trenton Group, all proud to bring you tonight's coverage on WBCB. Mike Warren alongside Joe O'Gorman, Colin Sommer producing tonight's stream, Rich Sale on our camera work here tonight as the Ewing Blue Devils get introduced for the first time. Their starting lineup, again, we'll remind you how the Blue Devils line up. It's Terrence Traylor and Davion Morton in the backcourt, Michael Upshur and Josiah Andino on the wings, and in the middle, Sean Robertson. Jackson Davis getting the start in the backcourt, the freshman averaging 11.5 per game through his first 2 at the varsity level. Gavin Hopkins along with him in the backcourt, the multi-sport athlete. Tyler Bunnell, the leading scorer, and just a couple of handfuls away in terms of points and being the all-time leading scorer in Robbinsville basketball program history.
His brother is the leading scorer.
That's right. That'll be quite the dinner table conversation. That's for
right.
Sure. Little brother getting the last laugh over older brother. Connor Youngsa in the starting lineup as well with Liam Butler. Butler and Bunnell, the Killer Bees for Robbinsville, averaging 17 points per game to start the season. A 1-1 record entering tonight under Connor Hayes, looking to get back into the win column. The last time these two teams met, it was the CVC tournament semis back on February 12th of this year, a 56-48 victory in favor of the Ewing Blue Devils. The Blue Devils have won 4 of the last 5 meetings between the Ravens and Ewing.
Bunnell needs 77 more to break the record.
That is tremendous. 77 points away. The rate he's scoring the ball, that should happen in no time. Ball jumped at center court, won by Upshur, and we're underway. Pulls it out, here's Andino, they work it around. Andino steps into a triple, can't hit. That one bounces out of bounds. And possession going back with Robbinsville. A clean look from deep that time for Josiah Andino, unable to sink it.
Little pressure from Ewing here to start the game.
Hopkins trying to break it. Skip pass up ahead. This is Butler. Elevates. Blocked inside. Robertson denies him. Other way. Trailer. Floats. Can't finish. Bunnell with a board. Numbers for the Ravens. Bunnell coast to coast. Takes contact. And he'll head to the line for a pair. Tyler Bunnell, over 500 points scored on his junior campaign last year, 536 to be exact. A dominant campaign for Bunnell just a season ago, looking to carry that over and has done so to begin this year. The Pitt baseball commit sinks both at the line, and yeah, he's really got some pop off of that mound too. Fastball for him sitting around 90 to 92 miles an hour.
Yep.
2-0 Ravens to start thanks to Bunnell's made pair at the line. Tipped pass that time from the freshman. That's Davis. Last touch by Andino. It goes back the Ravens' way. Pressure back applied by Ewing. Hopkins into the middle, nearly stolen. Youngsa up ahead. Davis kicks. Bunnell thought about it. Drives and turns it over. Morton up ahead pass to Trailer, who finishes for 2. Terrence Trailer, his first 2, all knotted up to start. Butler will drive, baseline, power dribble. Last touch by a Blue Devil, it stays with Robbinsville.
Robbinsville likes to stay inside. They like to take that ball inside, power their way in there.
Hopkins will inbound. Looking for Bunnell, kicks out. Davis to set up, now moves it over to Hopkins. 2-guard high set for Robbinsville. Double team comes for Hopkins. Pass into the middle, Bunnell down low. Youngsa up for 2. First field goal of the night for the Ravens gives them a 2-point lead. Trailer responds. Nifty guard Terrence Trailer able to get in the lane with ease and finish for 2. Davis, elbow jumper on the way. That won't go. Hopkins with a rebound. Second chance opportunity here for the Ravens. Pass poked away. Up ahead, Trailer, the steal and the score. 6 for Terrence Trailer, 6 for the Blue Devils. They lead by 2.
Terrence Trailer show so far.
Hopkins in trouble. Falls to the floor and he walked. Ewing's defense, pesky. Another turnover forced. Blue Devils back with the rock.
That's right now, 1 a minute. Got 3 turnovers already.
This is Trailer controlling. Jax Caber now into the game. Takes over for Davis. Morton on the drive, forces it inside, but he walked.
Good call there by Tommy Carr.
Kaber, the senior guard, takes over and turns it over. Andino the steal, takes contact and finishes. A chance for one more for JoJo Andino. Correction, Kaber came in to take over for Hopkins. Davis still into the game, but an early turnover. Andino can't hit at the line, poked free. Youngsa comes up with it for the Ravens. This is Davis, crossover. Trailer comes with a double. Corner, Youngsa will drive, looking for Bunnell, but they turn it over again. Morton, Upshur, now Trailer, missed dribbles and sends that one out of play. Back the Robbinsville Ravens way with possession. 4-point advantage for Ewing, their largest of the night so far. Kaber, down low, Bunnell goes to work, turnaround, left it short. Trailer, met with a double team, needs help. Andino lets it fly from deep and hits. Andino with 5.
Got themselves a nice early 7-point lead here.
Butler muscling it up through 2, count it, and a chance at one more. Liam Butler taking it into the thick of the defense, showing off the weight room a bit and finishing for 2.
He's going to Salisbury on a lacrosse scholarship. So he's not afraid of physical contact, that's for sure.
First points for Butler, sinks the and one opportunity. Cuts it to a 4-point game. Ravens changing out their defensive assignments. Youngsa switches on Trailer. Looking for Morton. Pulls up from 20, won't go. Rebounded by Kaber. Looking up ahead, stepping out of bounds was Butler. That'll send it back Ewing's way. 4:06 to play here in the opening frame.
Turnovers are still plaguing the Ravens.
Seems like, too, it's just a matter of trying to slow things down. When the double teams come, they get a little bit frantic with the ball. Tipped away from behind. Youngsa lays it up and in. 4 for Youngsa in the quarter, back to a 2-point game. Trailer sizing up Kaber, now Andino. Thomas into the game for the first time this season. Step back Jay, Thomas can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Bunnell and Kaber controls. Corner, Youngsa, now Davis, met with a double. Stolen, Trailer, run out, takes contact and finishes for one more. Butler gives the body, Trailer absorbs and finishes.
Wow.
Eight first quarter points for Terrence Trailer. A chance for 9 here at the line. Butler
got him hard, boy. He came charging at him.
He did. Connor Hayes was not happy. Yelled at him afterwards. Yelled at a number of the Ravens saying focus on the game. Some of the emotions getting to his guys early on. And one opportunity, doesn't convert. Trailer at the line that time. Bunnell with the rebound. Kaber to Bunnell. Pumps, kicks, corner. Youngsa lines up a triple. Can't hit. Rebounded by Bunnell. Kaber combining to take it away. Pass nearly stolen. Youngsa absorbs the contact, no whistle. Gets his own miss, needs help. Almost stolen, but touched out of bounds by a Blue Devil. Into the game, taking over for Butler, it's Julian Malinow.
They do like that fast pace, these teams.
Keeping the tempo very fast in this one to start. Timeout down on the floor, 2:44 to play in the opening quarter. Ewing leading by 4. They led by as many as 7 to start this quarter. Robbinsville trying to get the turnovers under wraps. First timeout taken in this one. Tonight's game brought to you by Haldeman Ford, celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community. Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. And tonight's game also brought to you by the Trenton Thunder. 2026 is just around the corner, and so is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packages are on sale now for the 2026 season. Visit TrentonThunder.com/tickets to learn more today. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. 13-9, 2:44 to go, opening quarter. Joe O'Gorman alongside myself, Mike Warren. Great to be with you. And a good one so far, Joe. Robbinsville trying to get things under wraps in terms of taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, turnovers have plagued them, Mike.
Yeah. Youngsa in the corner, extensive zone pressure from Ewing. Mallon out of Bennell, doubled in the post. And another turnover. Up ahead, Trailer gets inside, puts it up, can't finish. Mallon has it tipped away by Thomas. It goes back with the Ravens.
Not very calm in the middle of the lane here, in the early going here. A lot of action in there. Both teams like to take it inside.
Davis gets inside and finishes. Beautiful pass from Bennell on the assist. Jackson Davis, his first 2. Thomas knifing in, draws the whistle as Davis got a hand on that one. He thought he got all ball, as did the Ravens fans in attendance. Thomas at the line shooting a pair. Sinks the first. Chris Thomas, another great season on the gridiron for the Ewing Blue Devils. Ewing Mayor Bert Steinman, proud to sponsor tonight's game, wishing all of his students the best of luck this school term. And he says, go Blue Devils. 15-11 the score. It's a 4-point advantage for Ewing. Trailer sinks both at the line. Thomas does so. Youngsa to Davis, pull up from 12, won't go. Rebounded by Thomas. Pushing the issue, Thomas coast to coast, absorbs the body. It's a blocking foul on Caber and a chance at 2 more at the line for Thomas. Caber visibly frustrated after the call. He thought he was there in time.
Yep.
Always tough to tell in those plays.
They are tough to see, and you know, just got to make sure he doesn't slide a little bit. That's the key.
Thomas can't hit the first. Youngsa comes out. Substitution coming in for Robbinsville. Entering the game is Dylan McAvoy, senior guard. Thomas, second shot on the way is good. 3 of 4 from the line, 3 points overall for Thomas to begin. 90 seconds and change left in the first quarter. Hopkins comes back in for the Ravens. McAvoy in the corner. Skip pass, Bennell. He was out of bounds. McAvoy must have been out of bounds when he made the pass.
Wow.
Another turnover here in this first quarter for Robbinsville. See the Ewing defense just allowing them to go into the corners. That's exactly what they want.
Yeah, they'll trap him once they get in the corner. That's not the safest place to be.
Trailer, doubled kicks. Thomas cutting up shore, can't finish. Rebound, but a walk, the call. Robertson couldn't keep his foot firm. McAvoy to inbound.
Physical on the inside, Mike.
1 minute left in the first quarter. For as many turnovers as the Ravens have had, just trailing by 5. Bunnell muscles up two
Yep.
more.
Nice move inside.
His first field goal, give him 4 on the night. Back to a 3-point game. Trailer sizing up Hopkins, puts it off the glass for 2 more. 10 first quarter points for Terrence Trailer.
Seems like every time Ewing needs a basket, he gets it.
Hopkins controlling. Ravens taking their time in this matchup zone. Davis corner. McAvoy doubled, skip pass to Hopkins. Final seconds. McAvoy skips. Bunnell inside, down low. Blocked by Robertson. Malinow thought he had an easy 2.
Yeah.
Robertson got all 5 fingers on that one. Hopkins to inbound, 4 seconds left. Out to Davis. Corner, Hopkins, a 3, won't go. 1 quarter down, 18-13 the score. Ewing in front of Robbinsville. On to quarter number 2 here on the WBCB Sports Network.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Today's game on WBCB is brought to you as a public service by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. Find out more about programs and services offered by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office at www.mercercountyprosecutor.com. Quarter number 2 set to get underway. Davis to inbound to Hopkins. A 5-point advantage for Ewing. Led by Terrence Trailer with 10 points in that first quarter. Malinow looking for help. Gives it to Hopkins. Gets inside, puts it up, but he's blocked. Jeremiah Upshur. Correction, that was Michael saying no.
Ewing's doing a good job defensively on closing up the middle when these guys are getting that block over top.
Inbound, floated out to Bunnell. Here's Hopkins. Bunnell flashing high post. Davis. McAvoy. McAvoy needs help. Upshur all over him. Arid pass, stolen. It's Trailer. Kicks. Upshur can't finish. Rebounded by Upshur, who can finish this time. Jeremiah getting his first 2 of the night and the first 2 of the second quarter. The lead tying the largest margin for Ewing at 7. Davis looking for space. Kicking out. McAvoy knifes in. Corner kick. A Davis 3. Won't go. McAvoy second chance. Bunnell floats. Too hard off the heel. Fighting for it and hauled in is Robertson for Ewing. Trailer. Patience. 3. Hits! And a chance at 1 more. They're calling it a 2. His foot was on the line. A chance at a 3-point play for Trailer.
Trailer's putting a show on here right now.
About a toenail away from being a 4-point play.
Should have never got that pedicure.
Second shot, or the and one opportunity won't go. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing. .6:30 to play. Trailer on Davis. Here's Butler back in. Bunnell in the post, turnaround, won't go. Butler called for the over the back. Early frustration for Liam Butler as he picks up the foul.
Second.
9-point lead for Ewing. Thomas back in for the Blue Devils. No run point for the time being. Corner, trailer, Thomas, sidestep, a three, no. Bunnell can't haul it in. It's tipped out of his hands, but they say he touched it last. Trailer will inbound. Robertson. This is Thomas. Upshur walked. Trying to get his feet under him, but one too many shuffles.
He got the pass, he wasn't set to shoot.
Hopkins trying to control. And the foul called against Jeremiah Upshur.
You know, with a 9-point lead, you don't need to be fouling back there. You want to press, that's fine, press, but don't be taking reaches and things like that.
McAvoy looking for someone. Just does get it into Davis. Under 6 to play. Hopkins flashes high post to Bunnell. Robertson on him. Driving. Forcing it up through 2. It won't go. Robertson tips it to himself for the board. A lot of one-and-done trips for Robbinsville. Thomas nearly has it stolen. This is trailer. Corner. Michael Upshur. Kick out. Dead on 3. Won't go for Thomas. Rebound Robertson. Beautiful pass. Upshur for 2. High-low Robertson to Michael Upshur. His first 2 of the night. Beautiful crossover. Davis on trailer.
Yeah, they do a good job of looking for each other.
Butler and Michael Upshur colliding and right around the top of the key. Butler kicks out. Hopkins driving, forcing, blocked. Back out. McAvoy a 3. No. Rebounded by Hopkins. Back out to Davis. Step back 3. That won't go. McAvoy with another rebound. A plethora of second chance opportunities for Robbinsville. Bunnell takes contact and he'll shoot 2. Tyler Bunnell looked like he was ready to slam that one home, but a strong foul coming from Jeremiah Upshur.
Robbinsville's 0 for 7 from the floor in the second quarter here.
And as a result, the lead now at 11. Don't forget, you miss any of today's action, the Trentonians got you covered. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County, 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Bunnell unsuccessful that first trip at the line. Butler heads back to the bench for the Ravens as Bunnell splits a pair. 5 now for Tyler Bunnell. Makes it a 10-point game. Trailer hounded by Davis, the distance of the floor. Gets by him, puts up 2, but it stays on the edge of the rim. Hopkins up ahead. Davis, Euro stepping, can't finish. Pokes it free and hauled in. Trailer, no numbers, puts it up. And a rebound by Youngsa. Bunnell forcing the issue. Won't go for him either. McAvoy tees up a corner 3. Knocks it down. First 3 of the night for Robbinsville. Thomas trying to reset. Skip pass. Upshur steps into a 3. can't hit. Bunnell skies for the board. Hopkins ahead. Nearing 3 minutes. Bunnell blows by Robertson for 2.
Robbinsville has a shot to get back in this game.
7 for Bunnell. It's a 5-point game. Ravens starting to feel some of the momentum creep back in their favor. The flock making some noise. Youngsa on Thomas. Upshur. Won't go. Hopkins to Youngsa up ahead. They'll calm it down. Bunnell, low block, pass to the cutting Davis, it's stolen. Trailer comes up with it. Foul comes in, Trailer got into the lane, but contact made first by a Raven. Just the third team foul against Robbinsville. Still 2 more from the bonus, 2:26 left to go in the first half. Inbound to Robertson. Pass on the way, or shot on the way, no good.
I think Thomas got that one off.
Bunnell kicks it over to Caber. Caber gets it back, off the screen, pulls, can't hit. Davion Morton comes back in, drives inside. Robertson rebounding over 2 Ravens, could have been over the back. Caber kicking, Bunnell driving, doesn't get the roll. Jeremiah Upshur through traffic.
Ooh.
That won't go either. Lids on both baskets. Caber works it around. Youngsa now to Bunnell. Corner, triple, won't go. Rebounded by Thomas. A minute and change left in the first half. Controlled predominantly by the Ewing Blue Devils. Looking to put a cap on this first half. Coming up at the half.
Skelter there for a while.
Yeah, coming
with
up
no points.
At the half, we'll speak with Shelly Dearden, the former Ewing Blue Devils varsity basketball coach. She's in attendance tonight and is going to join us during the Trentonian halftime show. JoJo on the drive, nothing there. Thomas will pull out and reset. Upshur and Dino, 18-footer, no. Robertson fighting for it, still loose. Morton calls it free. Another opportunity here for Ewing, a chance for the last shot. Thomas calming the waters. Robertson drives, forces it up, won't go. Bunnell with the rebound. And the first half comes to a close. 24-19 the score. The Ravens trailing to Ewing by 5. We'll take a look at the first half numbers. The halftime show presented by the Trentonian coming up in just a little bit, and we'll be joined by former Ewing Blue Devils head coach Shelly Dearden at the break. 24-19 the score, a 5-point advantage for the Road Blue Devils here at the half. Don't go anywhere. You're watching high school basketball on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 5-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
The halftime show brought to you by the Trentonian. Don't forget, you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Well, proud to be joined now here at the half. Ewing on top of Robbinsville, 24-19. And joining us now is the former head coach of the Ewing Blue Devils, Shelly Dearden. Shelly, thanks so much for taking the time tonight and joining us here on the broadcast.
Thank you for asking me. I greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, we greatly appreciate all that you've done, not just for Ewing basketball, but for Mercer County as a whole. For a long time, you couldn't say Mercer County High School basketball without saying your name. You still really can't. But it's awesome to have you back here in the gym tonight. What have you liked that you've seen so far from your Ewing Blue Devils?
I think their intensity on defense was very high level, especially in the first quarter and the first half of the second quarter. I think they died down a little bit, but I think their intensity on defense was top-notch.
How difficult is it in today's day and age to slow these kids down at times when, you're going up and down and missing and, you just got to take your time a little bit.
It is difficult because obviously the game has changed quite a bit, but if you notice, Coach Jones, did slow it down toward the last minute there and said, hey, we need a good shot here and not just keep going up and down and missing or doing whatever we were doing out of a little bit out of control. But he did slow it down there. So I think if you have those kids or your athletic kids that listen to you, then you can slow it down when you need to.
both teams seem to be wanting to force the ball inside.
Yeah.
And challenging everything inside. And it's created a lot of turnovers for both teams. But, I've been extremely impressed with Traylor, with the way he's been playing. He's a very talented player.
He is. He's extremely talented. He works very hard at his game, and he could go to the hole. He's got some quick speed. He's got that quick first step and everything else. And then he even tonight, said, all right, you're going to play me inside. I'll hit the three for you. So he absolutely did that as well tonight, too. So, hopefully he continues to do that in the second half.
What have you seen with Robbinsville that has impressed you a little bit?
They're big. Holy cow.
Yeah,
They're really strong and really big. I mean, you got to box them out. All five of you have to box them out, and they have a big-time presence inside because they're so big.
Butler and Bunnell are really very hard to handle inside.
They're like men.
Yeah,
their bodies are like men bodies. I walked in, I was like, holy cow.
Well, you mentioned their size. Sean Robertson so far in this game has been up to the task, handling both Bunnell and Butler inside. That's somebody that is the definition of a true Ewing journeyman. We got to see him at all of the JV games over the last couple years.
Correct.
Sort of like a project piece for the next big man in this varsity level. He's really transformed his body as well. He looks like a young man now. What have you seen now that you've kind of been watching from the side from the time that he first started at the freshman and JV level to now?
Oh, my gosh. We used to tease him because when they would do off-season workouts, he couldn't even do like a lap, or they would do the stairs, the football stairs, and he couldn't even get halfway up or halfway down. He would just stop and he would be dead, or up and down the hills. And I kept saying to him, Sean, you got to get in shape. You got to get in shape. You can't be doing this. And sure enough, this past off-season, he works hard. He works out every morning. He drops some weight.
Yeah.
And now he can get up and down the court. I think he saw the light at the end of the tunnel with Cam James gone and with Joel gone and with Leslie gone. He's like, hey, this is my time. And I think he really transferred his body into being out there and being ready to go.
He looks like a player that wants to rebound.
Absolutely.
Every rebound is his.
And he I think takes pride in that. He knows that that's my job. My job is to go in there and play some good defense, get some rebounds. Hey, if he gets 6 points, that's gravy, for the team. But I think he knows his role. He's absolutely playing his role.
I saw the other night he had 10 rebounds against Notre Dame. And when you're getting that just frees up things for Traylor and the other shooters.
Absolutely. And then, you can do your transition game as well if you do get the rebound and you have the possession of the game, or you could set it up. But he's absolutely playing well inside to the last couple games.
I want to ask you about Terrence Traylor. We've talked about him a little bit now, but you've coached so many talented guards through your time. You've coached against so many talented guards in your time. His first step reminds me of a guy that I got to see during my days at Notre Dame in Isaiah Johnson.
Yes.
A very good first step.
Yes.
Explosive at the rim, finishing through contact. Who does Terrence Traylor remind you of?
You know what? He has a lot of different parts of different point guards that have been over the seasons and over the years. I think what you said is very true in that. I'm trying to think who else that we had back in the day, but you know what? He's really worked at it. It's funny because I coached him as a freshman when he was in the program, and I knew he had that ability. So we put him on JV right away and practiced with varsity, knowing that he was going to be the next point guard after, Darnell had left. So he was put in the fire right away. And to go back in history, I coached his mother too. Now, she has speed, let me tell you, but she didn't have the quite offensive talent that he has.
Is there anybody you haven't coached at Ewing, do you know?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few.
Wow.
Well, Shelly, we thank you again so much for taking the time, and it's awesome to see you back in the gym here in Mercer County. Thanks for coming out to the game tonight. Thanks for taking time to join us here on WBCB, and we definitely hope to be seeing you around the gym soon this winter season for sure.
Thank you very much, and happy holidays to everybody.
Have a great holiday.
Absolutely.
Say hi to your dad.
I will. Bye-bye.
The legendary Hall of Fame caliber coach Shelly Dearden joining us here on WBCB. Second half just about set to get underway. Ravens trailing by 5 to Ewing, and it's been a fun one so far. We'll take a look at the numbers here at the half. Leading all scorers is Terrence Traylor with his 12 points, Jeremiah Upshur with 2, Michael Upshur with 2, Chris Thomas with 3, and Josiah Andino with 5. And for Robbinsville, Jackson Davis with 2, Bunnell with 7, Youngsa with 4, Butler with 3, and McAvoy with 3. Second half underway. Inside goes Traylor. Kick out Morton. Lines up a triple and connects. Davion Morton gets the second half going with a bang from deep.
They start hitting from the outside. It's going to be tough for Robbinsville.
This is Butler, hounded by Morton. Works it over to Hopkins. Kick out. Davis, a dead-on three, is good. Jackson Davis connects his first triple of the night.
He's a great pure shooter, Davis.
Back to a 5-point game. Michael Upshur through two, 4-2. He's got 4. Lead back to 7. Full court pressure here from the Blue Devils. Butler, Bunnell muscles it up, can't hit. Poked free, Robertson cleans it up.
Bunnell got himself under there too far.
Thomas to Morton.
Ooh, there's a wall.
He walked. Blue Devil turnover, sends it back to Robbinsville. 6:32 and counting here in the third quarter. Trying to cut into this 7-point advantage. High-low go the Ravens. Bunnell can't finish again.
Once again, Robertson there for the rebound.
Timely defense in the low post from Robertson. Hopkins comes up with a near steal, dives on it. Timeout taken by Connor Hayes. Hopkins giving up the body, the multi-sport varsity athlete, laying it on the line to get possession back for the Ravens, and Hayes with a wise timeout. 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Ravens keep possession and avoid the travel there from Hopkins. 29-22, Ravens trailing by 7. As we remind you, Haldeman Ford proud to bring you tonight's coverage on WBCB. Make sure you pay them a visit on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Ewing Mayor Bert Steinman, wishing all Ewing student athletes the best of luck this season and encourages all of them to give it their all. Go Blue Devils. This message brought to you by Ewing Mayor Bert Steinman. Scoring picking up early in the quarter. 5-3 margin between the two teams. 5 for Ewing in this third. A triple from Jackson Davis. The lone points to begin the third quarter for Robbinsville. Inbound coming under their own hoop. It's Hopkins to inbound. Stoppage in play before the inbound. Davion Morton getting to tie his shoe. Inbound to Youngsa. They work it around. Davis. Hopkins, Morton all over him.
They almost had a steal there.
This extensive matchup zone from Ewing has caused fits all night for Robbinsville. Corner 3 from Youngsa, too strong. Butler fighting for it. Youngsa trying to save but unable to do so. Possession back with Ewing. Robertson works it around. Trailer. Back to Robertson. Pumps, turns. Won't go. Rebounded by Hopkins.
Robertson waited too long on that one.
Turnover. Trailer for 2. 14 for Terrence Trailer. He comes up with another steal. Lead now to 9 for Ewing. Davis hesitates, draws the whistle. I'll tell you, just by the way he handles and the way he moves.
Yeah.
Jackson Davis, not your typical freshman.
No, that's for sure. He's got a lot of poise out there for a freshman. And you know the other good thing, he's got some nice size to him too.
Right. Just about to say, if you're not looking down at the Robbinsville roster, you'd think he was at least a sophomore or junior.
Yep.
Inbound Bunnell. Davis, healthy three, won't go. Rebound, fought for by Butler. Whistle sounds, and possession looked like it's going to stay with Robbinsville. Hopkins to inbound. Davis, corner. Thomas on Hopkins. Under 5 to play in the third. Davis might have gotten away with a carry. Paul Jones wanted one. Davis, backdoor lob.
Wow.
Butler for the
Very
finish.
nice.
Good design and good pass from Davis. Butler finishing for 2. He's got 5. High off the window for 2. Jeremiah Upshur. Back to 9 for Ewing. Davis hounded by Thomas. Trailer, the run out. Blocked by Youngsa, but the whistle sounds. Terrence Trailer heading to the line. A chance at points 15 and 16 here on the night.
Robbinsville can't let this one get away from him right now.
First shot from Terrence left short. Second shot is pure. Down low, Bunnell. Muscles up on Robertson. Won't go. Second chance. Davis, a corner three. Can't drop either. Hopkins again. Out to Davis. Driving. Blocked by Michael Upshur. Trailer, the run out. Can't finish there. Butler knifing in. Count it! And a chance at one more. Butler coming out in this second half with his head lit on fire. So he's got 4 in the quarter. A chance at his 5th in this frame alone.
Such a strong physical player, Butler is.
Can't hit. Youngsa comes up with it. Butler controlling. High post feed Bunnell. Spin move. Blocked by Robertson.
Quietly, Robertson's had a real nice game tonight.
Man, this is a game that Sean Robertson keeps playing at this rate. He's going to be talking about for a long time. Going up against arguably the in Mercer County and Tyler Bunnell.
Yeah, I think
he's
you're
had
right,
every
Mike.
answer for him. Davis near the volleyball line resets. Youngsa, high post Butler, doubled, stripped. Trailer can't pick it cleanly. Now they do. Michael Upshur.
Oh,
A lot of contact, no whistle.
sure was.
Thomas will calm it down and reset.
That's what happens when you don't settle things down. You know, he didn't have odds on that when there was 2 Ravens players there when he took it in.
Trailer from the elbow, pulls, won't go. Tipped and rebounded in by Butler. Bunnell will get credit for the board. Ewing by 8. Into Youngsa. Kick out, Bunnell tees up a triple. Too strong. Thomas. Last touched by Thomas. It'll stay with Robbinsville with 2:13 to play in the quarter. An 8-point game, substitutions coming on. Andino comes back in, and Jason Carter enters for the first time tonight for Ewing.
Robbinsville just can't seem to make a dent in this. It was 7 to start the quarter. Now it's 8.
Pass nearly stolen by Trailer.
Ooh. Almost
Davis,
stepped out of bounds.
Awkwardly kind of rolled his ankle there. Davis kick out. Bunnell, foot on the line. Won't go. Robertson, another big rebound. Under 2 to play here in the third. Carter, a 3. No. Bunnell skies for the board. Here's Bunnell. Gets to the rack. Takes the contact and draws the whistle. Robertson thought he had another block, but got too much of the arm that time of Bunnell.
Might be Robertson's third. Here it is.
That's something to keep an eye on for sure. Doesn't seem like Paul Jones is going to the bench yet. Bunnell cashes in on the first. Well, the 2026 baseball season is just around the corner, and so is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Visit TrentonThunder.com/tickets to learn more today. Full and half season ticket membership plans are on sale, as well as multi-game packages on sale. Bunnell at the line. Getting ready to shoot his second of 2.
Doing a little housekeeping over there in front of Robbinsville bench.
Yeah, I think a little bit of water or some
something must have
perspiration
spilled.
down there.
I don't think it's time to start sweating yet, but, you know.
Well, not for us at least.
No, not for us.
Connor Hayes doing his best job over there to keep the boards, the floorboards clean.
I believe he does not do windows, though. I know that.
No, unfortunately, Jammer Doors and Windows not sponsoring this game tonight, so that would have been a good time for their read. But Bunnell 2 for 2 at the line. Back to his 6-point game.
The 4-point run here has got Robbinsville once again.
Ravens looking for a stop. Trailer working it over. This is Thomas. It's a screen from Robertson. Carter works it around. Thomas, a 3 on the way. That's good. Terrence Trailer, his first triple of the night.
Every time Ewing's needed one, he came through.
17 for Terrence Trailer. Caber to Butler. Baseline drive, pass, stripped. Who else but Robertson? Carter, other way. Left hand off the window for 2. Ewing by 11.
It's the biggest lead, I believe, isn't it, Mike?
Largest lead of the night. Caber to Bunnell, fouled. The foul comes on Carter.
Bunnell does challenge everybody in there.
It's very early in this season, a ton of basketball left to be played. But just goes to show the difference from the end of last season to the beginning of this one for Bunnell. A lot of those takes to the rack, a lot of those double teams he was finishing through, and I think we're going to see a lot more of them as this season goes on, but he will get stronger as this season goes. I think through these first couple of games, you can argue he's just trying to figure out how teams are trying to attack him and how he can still get his.
Yep. He's had a good night at the line, that's for sure.
Yep, all 4 of his points in this quarter coming at the stripe. He's now got 11. Final seconds here in the third. Trailer controlling. Works it over. This is Andino. Screen from Robertson. Doesn't really get much of one. Trailer hauls in the loose ball. 10 seconds. Butler on Trailer. Driving, left hand, won't go off the window. Butler pass up ahead. Davis takes it up. Can't finish. And that'll do it for the third quarter. A 9-point lead for Ewing. 3 quarters down, 1 to go. The Ravens down by 9. The Blue Devils 1 quarter away from a 3-0 start here on the season. 1 quarter left here on WBCB.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
It's been a fun one so far alongside Joe O'Gorman. My name is Mike Warren. Great to be with you as always here on WBCB. The Ravens trailing by 9 here on their home floor to the visiting Blue Devils, the reigning 2025 CVC tournament champions.
We have another Mercer County legend in the stands. Marty Flynn sitting up there, the former AD and state championship baseball coach at Hamilton and then at West Windsor Plainsboro.
Marty, a good friend of WBCB and good friend of Bill Redner, head sales executive at WBCB, large part in making all these games happen. And Dino lines up a triple that won't go. Rebounded by McAvoy. Here's Caber. Caber doubled. Middle, Bennell. Left-hand drive off the glass. That won't drop either for him. Some unfriendly rolls here for the Ravens inside tonight.
Yeah. Their shooting percentage is not very high. It's unfortunate because they're getting some looks, but a lot of that's because of the Ewing defense inside.
Yeah.
They're contesting every shot.
Trailer. Driving. Pulls up from 15, left it short. Caber with a board. Davis nearly turns it over. Pulls from the elbow, can't hit. Rebound by Robertson. And Dino lines up another. Rebound Thomas. Second chance will go. Chris Thomas up and in for 2. His first point since the first half. 5 for Thomas on the night. Matching their largest lead at 11 are the Blue Devils, and a timeout taken down on the floor with 6:43 to go here in regulation. Hyundai of Trenton proud to sponsor tonight's game at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton. And today's game also brought to you in part by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. Visit www.mercercountyprosecutor.com to learn more today. Well, Joe, some of the similar trends in the loss for the Ravens started in this one.
Yes.
For them against Ewing with the turnovers. They calmed it down a bit, just trying to get some shots to fall here down the stretch.
Yeah, they haven't led since 4-2. Ewing's been in control.
Caber gets in the lane, kicks out to Davis. He'll drive, dish, Bennell. Draws the whistle on the floor.
I don't know who the foul's on, but Ewing better hope it's not Robertson.
I think they got Thomas for the foul on that one. They did, that's his first. Another timeout taken, this time by Connor Hayes. We'll take a quick break here on WBCB, 6:29 left to go here in regulation.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Back here, home of the Ravens, Robbinsville High School. An 11-point advantage for the visiting Ewing Blue Devils. Led by Terrence Traylor. He's been magnificent in this one. 17 points for him tonight. And it's really been tough to stop him.
He's getting close to his average of 23.
6:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. Inbound coming here for Robbinsville. It's Caber. Top of the key, McAvoy lets it fly. That won't fall. Poked away, and the last touched by Robbinsville. Traylor barking out the play call. They want elbow.
They're taking their time right now, and that's smart. You got the lead, 6 minutes left to go. Try to force Ewing into some mistakes here. Force Robbinsville.
Carter left alone from three, can't make him pay. Butler into the front court. Back out to Caber. Swing, Bunnell. Power step, up and in for two.
He's been dominant on that move to their basket.
13 for Bunnell. Lead down to 9. Traylor inside, turns, can't finish. Carter second chance, that'll go. Jason Carter, he's been tremendous off the bench for the Blue Devils. Bunnell has it stripped. Traylor comes away with it, pushing the issue, and he'll pull it out. Now goes in, scoops, and finishes.
That's a very, very big basket there, Mike.
19 for Traylor. Davis elevates, blocking foul, and he'll shoot two.
That'll be the fourth on Robertson.
Today's game brought to you in part by Ewing Mayor Bert Steinman, wishing all Ewing student athletes the best of luck this season. A 13-point lead for Ewing, their largest of the night. As Jackson Davis gets his first two free throw opportunities of the night.
And this is the one thing Ewing don't want to do. Give Robbinsville a chance to score points with the clock not moving.
Right. An unfriendly roll for the Ravens. That time for Davis at the stripe.
Yeah, they might need to put some new rims up there.
Davis can't hit either at the line. Traylor fights it away from Bunnell. Up ahead, Carter.
Ooh.
Offensive foul.
Paul Jones can't be happy with that. It was a good call, but you got 13-point lead. Don't need to be doing that stuff right now.
Nearing 4 minutes to play. Forced into the middle, stolen by Andino. Traylor, Upshur, up and in. A chance for another at the line. Michael Upshur finishing through contact.
Six straight for Ewing.
6 for Upshur, a chance at 7. Can't make the and one opportunity.
This is kind of what happened the other night to Robbinsville. Trenton High just exploded late.
Robbinsville struggling to find a bucket. Struggling to find space on the floor. Davis left alone for three. Knocks it down. Connor Hayes burns a timeout. 4:02 to go. A big hit from Davis and a much-needed one for the Ravens.
Yeah, very well
makes it a
so.
12-point game. Tonight's game on WBCB brought to you by Haldeman Ford, celebrating 50 years of business on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Visit Haldeman Ford on Business Route 33 in Hamilton Township, celebrating their 50th year in business. And don't forget, you miss any of today's action, the Trentonians got you covered. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
Just 5 points in this quarter for Robbinsville.
We mentioned earlier the spacing or the lack thereof and the extensive pressure and the time when to dial it up tonight from Paul Jones has just been masterful. The execution, on the other hand, from the guys that he's had on the floor has been just as good.
I know they've been in control the whole game, but one of the things that Ewing has shown is they've shown a sense of urgency.
Right.
Every time it looked like Robbinsville was going to come back, Ewing kind of turned things up a little bit, both defensively and offensively.
Ewing with possession, distance of the floor to go. Robbinsville going to try and instate some full court pressure of their own. Trailer works it across. Thomas and Trailer, 2-guard high set. Ewing more than content, just taking their time to set up the offense. Trailer drives on Davis, kicks. And the Blue Devils will just work it out.
Yep. Let a little bit of the air out of the ball.
Carter, Andino, Upshur. Work it out. Ewing trying to eat as much time as they can. Shelly Dearden imploring them on from behind the bench. She's loving it. Carter working it around. Now to Andino. Thomas gets it back. Blue Devils putting on a clinic in terms of keep away. And the foul finally comes in. Davis fouls Thomas. Forcing the hand here of Connor Hayes to start fouling early. Still a couple away from being in the bonus.
Thought I was watching Princeton there for a minute. Keep looking for a backdoor shot.
Davis takes it away from Trailer. Gives it to Hopkins, corner. Kaber, foul. Andino came in on the pressure. After the pump fake from Kaber, he put it on the deck with a baseline drive. Davis to inbound. Bunnell. Davis, a healthy three. Andino with a board. Trailer up and in for two more. 21 for Trailer, 4 in the quarter.
All
Tipped
three
out of
games
play.
this year, 20 points or better.
Quite the start to his senior campaign. I'll tell you, this season on WBCB, we'll have some of the best guard play in Mercer County that we've seen in quite some time. Trenton returning the majority of their backcourt. Ewing doing so. Here's a Butler three off the side of the backboard. Almost went in for him. Bunnell ties up Carter. The jump ball comes in. It's going to stay with Robbinsville. A 14-point advantage for Ewing. Their largest advantage continues to grow here on the night. Robertson with 4 fouls, I believe, going to check back into this game. Upshur will get a breather. Actually, Andino will get a breather. Hopkins out to Kaber. Bunnell muscles up in 2 more.
He's had a pretty good night, too.
15 for Bunnell. Hopkins trying to go for the steal. Foul called on him. Andino lofts a pass up the trailer. Thomas. Andino fouled on a double team.
They don't have much choice now but the foul. 2:03 left.
Each team with 4 fouls apiece. One more till we're shooting free throws. 2:03 left. And whistle sounds, timeout on the floor.
I think Ewing called that one.
Believe you're right. 2:03 left in this one. We'll take a quick break here on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Ewing will inbound in front of the Robbinsville bench. 2:03 to play. Blue Devils leading by 12. Upshur clears the timeline. Trailer. Thomas met with a double team and a foul. They're going to get Hopkins for the foul.
Going to be shooting like at the foul line the rest of the way out, I think.
Thomas good on the first.
I've been fairly impressed with Ewing tonight. I asked Shelley before the game if it was a legitimate 2-0, and I think it is. This is a legitimate 3-0 now.
When you look at how this roster is made up, all the depth and experience as Thomas converts both at the line, back to a 14-point advantage. But they have as much versatility as anybody in the county.
Yep.
Bunnell high off the window and 2 more for him. 6 here in the fourth quarter for Bunnell. Other end response from Upshur. Upshur with 4 in the quarter. 8 on the night. Bunnell, a corner 3, blocked by Thomas as he got a hand on that one. 1:27 to play. Offensive foul called against Liam Butler. And Butler will come out, McAvoy will come in. Inbounds pass. Last touched by Bunnell.
Hey, Tommy, how you doing, buddy?
Joe O'Gorman, the mayor. He knows everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Thomas trying to clear the timeline himself. He'll dump it up ahead. And a beautiful pass. Trailer into Upshur for 2 more. Nice assist from Terrence Trailer. We'll speak with him post-game. He'll be our WBCB Sports Player of the Game. Foul comes in. It's against Ewing. It'll send Robbinsville to the line. It's the 5th team foul against Ewing. And One that I'm sure if you ask both Paul Jones and Shelley Dearden, one foul that just didn't need to happen.
Yep. Only one letter of the alphabet explains that. Why?
This is Hopkins at the line. Sinks the first. A 15-point lead for Ewing.
And they really opened it up here in the fourth quarter.
That they did. Foul is called on Bunnell. Terrence Traylor heads to the line for two. .22 points tonight for Terrence Traylor. And here he is at the line. Cash is in on the first. Youngsa comes in, Hopkins comes out. Traylor now with 50 total points in his last two contests.
Wow.
Pass is tipped. Davis, mid-range J, buries it home.
Going to be a good player, that young man.
5 in the quarter for Davis. He's got 10 on the night. Another whistle sounds and a foul. Carter will head to the line. Cannot hit the first. Second shot goes for Carter. 5 points for him on the night. 45 seconds and counting. Bunnell driving and finishing. 8 fourth quarter points for Tyler Bunnell.
You're getting closer to that school record.
A 19-point output for Bunnell in this one. 38.9 to go, a 14-point lead for Ewing. Blue Devils off to a 3-0 start. On their way to a 3-0 start here. Still some time left in this one, but well on their way. Again, we started to talk about it, but this Ewing team, what they did last season, I'm sure you asked Paul Jones, you asked Terrence Traylor and Chris Thomas, the guys that manned that backcourt a season ago. They left some meat on the bone. They know that the job wasn't just to get to the title game, it was to win it, and they know that that is the expectation set for them this year.
Well, I've been impressed with their poise, too. I mean, It's been a little helter-skelter with both teams up and down. But Ewing's, really taken their time when they had to. And they've done a very good job on both ends. I saw Trenton the other night. They were very impressive, too.
Traylor fouled on the inbound. It's against Bunnell.
We're now officially in a foul shooting contest.
Yes, we are. Traylor a chance to match his total in his most previous victory against Notre Dame. Chance at his 25th and 26 points at the line. He can't hit the first.
The old Warren Jinx came right through there. Bang.
Is that what they're calling it now?
That's it, the Warren Jinx. It's well known in Mercer County sports circles.
Hits the second one.
Yep.
Hopkins pulls up. That won't go. Carter tips it free. Hopkins hauls it in. Kick out corner. Bunnell forces it up. Can't finish. Hopkins, another rebound. Left hand off the glass for two. Gavin
Good
Hopkins.
Move.
3 for him, all coming in this quarter. Traylor, the up ahead pass. And he lays it up and in. Final seconds tick off in this one. The Ewing Blue Devils victorious over the Ravens of Robbinsville, 61-46, the final score. The WBCB Sports Player of the Game interview is next with Terrence Traylor.
Good job, Mike.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back.
All right, we're back here at Robbinsville High School, a 61-46 victory in favor of the Ewing Blue Devils. And joining us now is our player of the game, Terrence Traylor. 25 points tonight for the senior point guard. He was outstanding, and Terrence, 3-0 start to the season. How's it feel first and foremost?
You know, it felt great to be 3-0 with my guys. We don't even got our whole team yet. It felt great to have everything coming together. It's going to be scary with everybody here.
Absolutely. The reigning 2025 CVC tournament champions off to a hot start. You guys set the tone tonight defensively. What was the game plan from Coach Paul Jones?
Well, we knew that we could make them turn the ball over easily, so that was the game plan for us.
Your aggressiveness was what really got the team going offensively as well. You got into the lane a number of times. You finished through contact. Take us through the finish down here at the early first quarter. I mean, you took about as hard of a shot as I've seen anybody take, but you're able to finish through that contact and then get up and hit the and one free throw. What's going through your mind during that play, and what do you work on so that you're able to kind of do that at a consistent rate like you have?
It's all about hard work and practice. I mean, our coaches follow us way harder than that when we're going up in drills, so I'm used to it. It's easy.
All right, well, you're our player of the game here tonight. 25 points in the victory. You've got 51 points across your last two wins. Pretty impressive stuff. Best of luck to you the rest of the way. Best of luck to you guys as well, the Ewing Blue Devils. Congrats on the win tonight, fellas, and best of luck the rest of the way. Terrence Traylor,
what's going on.
Terrence Traylor, our player of the game here on WBCB. Proud to join us here tonight, and a big victory for the Ewing Blue Devils as they knock off the Robbinsville Ravens here on their home floor. We'll be right back to thank our sponsors here on WBCB in just a moment from Robbinsville High School.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Now, back here at Robbinsville High School, a dominant victory for the Ewing Blue Devils as they start the season off 3-0 with a 61-46 win over the Robbinsville Ravens. Terrence Traylor, our WBCB Sports Player of the Game, a 25-point performance, 51 points in his last two contests, and no surprise that both of them are wins for Ewing. The Blue Devils now 3-0 under Paul Jones. The Robbinsville Ravens fall to 1-2 on the season under the direction of Connor Hayes. I want to thank all of our sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. The Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, Capital Health System, Kessel Dermatology, Haldeman Ford, Mayor Bert Steinman of Ewing Township, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Trenton Thunder, the Trentonian, Hyundai of Trenton, Mako of Ewing, all proud to bring you tonight's coverage on WBCB. For the crew, Rich Sale did our camera work tonight. Colin Sommer produced tonight's broadcast. For my broadcast partner, the Mercer County legend and esteemed journalist Joe O'Gorman, my name is Mike Warren. One final time, here from the home of the flock, Robbinsville High School, the final, Ewing 61, Robbinsville 46. Until we talk to you again later this week for more high school basketball action, we thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of High School Basketball on WBCB. Have a great